Alright, let's go ahead and start up the next one. Living among the deadly. Loashkana is staring wistfully into the horizon. Oh, it's you, Brilliant. You'll have to forgive my dour mood. I don't understand it. How is it that Elaret and Kokonoa can so grandiosely reveal their names and identities, yet I remain unable to track them down? Maybe it's a skill issue? I've been following the latest hearsay, but I haven't had much luck. Not a soul's seen them since the incident with Wislam and Zirig. But that's not to say I've given up entirely. Now that they know I'm on their trail, I suspect they're using my unfamiliarity with this island to their advantage. I dare say they're laying low outside the city. That's why I propose a trip to Moraby Drydocks. Folk here often speak of it, but I've yet to go there myself, so it seems as good a place as any. If you're game, I'll meet you there. That reminds me, I haven't done my island in, like, weeks. Then again, like, the only reason I was continuing to do my island was that I didn't realize that the mount thing, the tokens for those were, tradable. I thought you actually had to do 8 months of, like, weekly checkups on them in order to get the stuff. And I think I could just talk to this guy. Yeah, so, I know, how does this work? So there is a one that goes from, yeah, from Aleport. Yeah, so I gotta go to Aleport first. And then I can take the, or, you know, I can just go out here and teleport to the Aetherites. This is what happens when your brain is wired to be frugal. Like, I literally have 125 million gil in my gil pouch. I don't need to be this frugal. Alright, there's Loashkana. Looks like she talked to some high-strung shipwright. Where the hells could he have gone? Ah, there you are, Brilliant. While I was waiting for you, this fellow came asking for help. Sorry to trouble you, but me little brother's gone missing and I couldn't use a hand finding him. He said he wanted to see the ships I made, so I started showing him around. But next thing I knew, he was gone. Lad's probably got himself lost. Oh, that poor dear. I know we've still got the heart sting to consider, but I'd like to search for this man's brother, if that's alright with you. Much appreciated. I'm sure we'll find him all the faster with your help. Well, you wouldn't find him at all if I didn't look for him, especially since with how terrible you are at finding anything so far. You have my thanks. Me brother wouldn't say boo to a goose, but I doubt he'll leave the docks on his own. He's got a mop of red hair like mine, so you'll know him when you see him. Alright? We'll keep an eye out. I know you're itching to search for him as well, but could I ask you to wait here in case he comes back? Let's split up so we can cover more ground. Good luck! Alright, let's head over to the convenient orange circle that he somehow didn't check. See if we can find the boy. Ah, yes, red-headed youth. I think that might be him. Sniffle, sob. I'm scared. Where are you? Don't worry, this little hat on my head makes me trustworthy. Huh? You're here to take me back to my brother? That's not suspicious at all. And somehow she ends up finding it too. You found the little one, Brilliant. I'm so glad he's safe. I just wanted to see the ships my brother was working on. I thought I could see him better from higher up, but I lost my way. It sounds like you've had quite the adventure. But you were very brave today, so I'll tell you a secret. Even grown-ups get lost, like me. I always get lost. Because I don't use the map, huh? What map? I have an awful time learning my way around somewhere new, even with a map. Really? Also, what's a map? I guess I'm not the only one. People without sense of directions just completely confuse me. Because, like, I have a pretty good sense of direction. And, like, I just keep an eye on, like, what direction I'm facing. Usually I can figure out, like, oh, I need to head that direction. The only time it happens is, like, recently, like, the past 2 days, I was taking a different way home from work. And supposedly, it looked like on the map, the route was just to head straight through a place, but then the road started turning, and then I was like getting slightly disoriented, like on what direction I was actually facing. But like apparently that just happens to like everyone when they turn around or something. Not everyone. People with bad senses of direction. A smile. We'd like to see those. Now, your brother's very worried about you. So can you promise me you won't go wandering off on your own again? I promise. I should say sorry to my brother, too. Let's take him back, then. We? I mean, you're doing it right now. Not like I could even possibly do that at all. Also, what else is this quest gonna be? It can't just be helping finding the boy. Brother! I was worrying myself sick over the little one. He could have fallen into the ocean for all we know. Well, if he lives in Loashkana, hopefully he can swim? Then again, it doesn't really mean anything. There are like sailors and like there are I know one person I worked with worked in the Navy, was in the Navy for a bit. And he said that there were like legitimately people serving on the ships who couldn't swim. So like it's not that unusual to just not be able to swim even if you're on a ship. You're lifesavers, both of you. You deserve a proper reward, but I ain't got so much to offer at the moment. Oh, we're in no need of coins. Speak for yourself. Just some information if you have it. Have you seen a Huron woman and a Lulfellan man around the docks in recent days? One is an alchemist and the other a goldsmith. They'd likely have a few mammoths with them as well. If not, have you heard any rumors of food or drink that causes ailments when you consume them? Blindness or numbness, perhaps? Afraid I haven't seen or heard anything or anyone like that. Sorry I couldn't be of more help. That's alright. Knowing they haven't been around the docks is equally helpful. Well, that's good at least. I'll be praying to the navigator you both find who you're looking for. Any road, two of us ought to be heading home. Thanks again for everything. Good fortune and safe travels to you both. Now stick with me, stupid brat. Alright, let's talk to Loashkana and see what else we're gonna do for this quest. Still no word of the Unbound, but at least we could help those brothers. Children often let their curiosity guide them, which means they'll naturally wander off on their own adventures. Yeah, my brother was like that. I don't blame that man for worrying as much as he did. You seem to know a lot about caring for children. Yeah, I know. I was kind of wondering about that. Like, she's kind of got, like, a more mature aesthetic to her, but I don't think she's, like, a mother. Something tells me you speak from personal experience. Yes. I do, in fact. I'm the oldest sibling in my family. I can't tell you how many times I've had to search for my brothers and sisters when they were growing up. Now that I think about it, I've barely even told you about my family. Do you have to? You really don't. Or my village, or anything really. You can limit all those details. I'd be happy to share a few stories with you if you'd like. I don't like. Can we please continue with the story? No, not that story. The ocean view here is beautiful, so we may as well enjoy the scenery and relax a bit. Are we in a rush? Okay, well, I guess it's story time. My people hail from the northern valleys of Zaktrol. We're a close-knit community of hunters for the most part. Children are given spears, well, practice ones, before they even learn to walk, and we hone our tracking skills from a very young age. Then why are you bad at it? Is that surprising? It seems second nature to me, but then again, I've encountered my fair share of surprises here as well. Our village rests in a veritable area of poisonous plants and animals, so the slightest injury on a hunt can prove deadly. Thus, we believe it prudent to begin our training as early as possible. Yet, no matter how skilled we might become, accidents are inevitable, and the heart sting proves vital to our survival. Not only does it produce poison, it cleanses it as well. Well, that's a first, you didn't mention that at all. In the right hands, it can dispel some of the deadliest natural toxins known to mankind. It even purifies the beasts we hunt. In fact, our diet consists of highly venomous creatures, ones that would normally kill a grown adult if ingested. Oh, so like your whole entire tribe can't eat without this thing? That seems slightly inconvenient. The Heartsting allows us to lead a quiet, peaceful life in lands where others dare not tread. It always has. I suppose that's why I never imagined as someone like Eloret. How did I pronounce this? Is that how I did it before? Eloret would take that away from us. When I left, our village food stores were well stocked, but I can't bear the thought of my younger brothers and sisters going hungry. I must return the Heartsting as soon as I can, for their sakes. I wish to bring back their smiles and make them feel safe again, just as we did for that young boy. In any case, thank you for listening. Thinking of home puts me in a good spirits. As long as I remember who and what I'm here for, I'll be alright. I know it. But I've kept you long enough. I think it's time we made our way back to Limsa, don't you? Yeah, I guess it is time to head back. Oh, return's back up, so let's go to return. Again, let's not ask any questions. Alright, Loashkana, let's go ahead and wrap this one up. That was a much-needed reprieve, but we'll need a plan for our next destination, and soon. Well now, fancy meeting you here. It's good to see you two again. What brings you to Limsa? Nothing of import, really. Just a bit of restocking before our next job. But we happened to spot you along the way. Didn't want to miss the opportunity to greet our heroes. Right. Our client arrived to Swiftbirch in one piece, thanks to your timely assistance. Indeed. Well, I regret that you had to see us in such pitiable state. We're both grateful for your aid. When last we met, you spoke of pursuing those two charlatans, did you not? Yes, that's right. They've stolen a precious heirloom from my village, so I'm doing everything in my power to return it to its rightful place. So that's the way of it. Bombastic as those two were, we've not seen hide nor hair of them in Aleport since. No word of any incidents like ours either. But I've a feeling they won't stay in the shadows for long. If we sniff out any suspicious incidents, whoops, while we're out, we'll let you know, okay. I won't say no to some extra pairs of eyes around the island. I've made my base of operations here in the city, so if you hear even a peep about a poisoning, you know where to find us. Us? I'm not waiting around here. Well, we may not have found any leads to Eloret, but I'm glad we had a chance to chat. And with Wislam and Zerig on our side, things are looking up. For now, I'll keep in touch with our newfound allies. Should I hear any news of our culprit, I'll be sure to let you know. Sounds good to me.